Now he, his reindeer, and just about everything else that makes Christmas Christmas can be found flying down the information superhighway. This morning we look for Santa and some holiday trimmings in cyberspace for this week's Digital Drive segment, Excursions on the Internet. Children all over the country are taking to their computers to fire off email to the bearded man in red. You may want to get a pen because at the end of the segment we'll give you some email addresses for you or the kids to write to Santa. What's more, you can shop on the internet to answer those eager requests for special gifts. Joining us now is Nancy Tamosaitis, a columnist with ComputerLife Magazine. First, we're going to address the issue of Christmas charity and how that can begin at home on the internet.
Yes, there is one net site which I found fascinating. It's the Cyberspace Christmas Campaign site, which allows corporations to sponsor nonprofit groups.
Take a
and
look.
every time you enter one of these sites, as you can see now, you first see the North Pole. And when we scan down the page, which we're about to do, you're going to see the Second Harvest Food Bank, Chesapeake Wildlife Heritage, the Harlem Educational Activities Fund, and Plugged In.
How are you contributing when you actually get into these pages? How are you giving to the charity?
That company actually donates 10 cents to the organization, to the charity. So as we just entered that right now, 10 cents went to Plugged In.
Once you entered it?
Right, as soon as we entered it. And this is a bunch of kids here that have designed some really wonderful things. They're about 6 to 12 years old. And you'll see some wonderful computer art that they've done, just fabulous things. And Plugged In is a group in California that is made up of basically kids that don't have access to computers. And the community felt it would mean a lot to their lives if they enabled them with technology, see what they could do. Here, they've done this marvelous slideshow with multimedia software.
It's cute. Let's take a look at something called USA CityLink.
Yes, USA CityLink.
Where they have a special area for children. For
right,
Christmas.
and we can read a letter from Santa, and it's the North Pole CityLink. And there's also Santa's virtual toy shop here, and Santa's Christmas favorites. And also, of course, they also give the weather in the North Pole as well.
So do parents or children can go in here, obviously, but which is it intended for?
It's really made for kids. It's made for parents and kids to do together. Here's what they're selling. A lot of these sites, see, a lot of these sites really are selling things. What was nice about the one that we opened with is that it's just for charity.
Right.
But here they are, a number of different items you can buy. But the graphics are stunning.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Then we enter Internet Access, which is an internet provider in Ottawa, Canada. And what's very cute here is that they have these I emailed Santa buttons, which I could see would be really just the rage in elementary school.
So they can actually send away and they'll get a little button they get to wear to school that says they send an email message to Santa. And here it's interactive. They get a response from Santa Claus?
At every site that we enter, there's somewhere where the child or the parent can write a letter to Santa. And the next day they'll find an email in their email box.
Does this cost them to actually get into each of these specific sites? Is this somehow being charged?
Well, they're paying their normal internet access, whatever that is. If a child is going through school, they're probably paying nothing.
You need full internet access.
And you need a web browser,
to
like
do what we're
Netscape or Mosaic in this case.
Okay. How about Novelink?
Novelink, they are also an online provider, and we'll see Santa's homepage there. Very, very pretty stuff.
You wrote to Santa on this?
I wrote to Santa here. And there's also the Salvation Army page, which is sponsored by Novelink. And they tell you where you can contribute money and all that type of stuff.
So when you wrote, what did you ask for and what did you...
I asked for a, see here, they fill in. I asked for a Ferrari. And I left him my email address so he'd know where to contact me, where to park the Ferrari.
Toy you want the most, I see. And then it asks after you tell what you want.
I should have specified that I didn't want a Ferrari toy, that I wanted the actual car.
That's where yeah. It says, this year I have been nice.
I said naughty.
Oh, naughty.
I said naughty. I wrote about cyber sex, so I think that qualifies me.
Well, that's neat.
And world peace.
All right, let's go to AOL.
Yes, AOL is really improving their shopping area. It used to be just very text-based. You could read about what you would buy, but you had no idea what it looked like. Now, with the emergence of 2Market on their system, you can actually take a look at what you're going to buy. But AOL, America Online, unlike the other services, you actually are paying while you're shopping. The meter is running while you're shopping. So it's like going to Macy's and paying $5 to enter.
Does it tell you that when you're
It doesn't tell you that, no. It just, you know, you see it in your bill if you're a compulsive shopper and you spend too much time in the shopping area.
Okay.
But Prodigy and CompuServe turn off the meter when you go to shop.
Well, we have just a moment for Prodigy. Show us what you've got on there.
Well, here CBS has a little contest going, the Charlie Brown Christmas. And they're running a sweepstakes, so I decided to enter. And you have to answer some Charlie Brown trivia questions. And I realized how old I am because I couldn't remember the answers to a majority of them. It's a very sobering experience.
With the web browser that you were talking about, people will just be able to cue in a certain keyword or something that they'd like to look under, and some of these things will pop up for them?
Absolutely. But see, here for Prodigy, you don't need that. You just need the proprietary software of Prodigy.
Okay.
So you could find that through any magazine ad. They advertise all the time. So I got it wrong.
Very cute.
I didn't know where Snoopy was born.
We want to bring in Cindy Dale now. She's with CompuServe, and she's going to tell us more about shopping on the internet and...
Well, shopping online.
Online.
Right.
This is different because you're explaining to me you don't have to have the internet access.
Actually, all you need to get on CompuServe is a modem and any kind of communication software. I mean, we recommend you use what we call CompuServe Information Manager, which is our own software, but you could really get onto CompuServe with virtually any kind of program.
And men love to shop?
Well, our membership base is about 90% male, although we suspect that a lot of the women and children in the family are also using the service. Basically, we've got an area called the Electronic Mall, which has over 120 stores, including Brooks Brothers, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, J.C. Penney, Land's End, Hummacher Schlemmer. And they've all got electronic catalogs where they're selling products. What we've done for the holiday season is we've actually put together a holiday gift guide, which has about 400 different items culled from across the mall. And it's organized by cutesy category, pearls and other pleasures for the lady in your life, Scrooge's Source, everything under $20.
We'll mute for just a minute because we're looking at the Metropolitan Museum shop. Tell us about that.
That's been online with us for a number of years, and they basically sell many of the products that are featured in the print catalog. You can also request a print catalog in their store. You can get a museum membership. They have a list of the exhibits that are ongoing at their museum at the same time. They're real successful, and it's one of our members' favorite stores because they've really got great merchandise.
A big moneymaker. Is it a moneymaker for CompuServe too?
Oh yeah, it is. And we've also had a lot of fun with it this Christmas. There are a number of stores doing neat things. We've got Narada Productions, which is a music company, which this year is offering a audio sound clip, a WAV file, from one of their holiday albums by David Lance. And it's basically a short clip from God Rest You Merry Gentlemen that members can download and then play off their computer. We've got a store called The Gift Center who's running a We Believe in Fruitcake contest where you have to submit your favorite one-liner about what to do with fruitcake besides eat it. And it's promoting fruitcakes made by Trappist monks in Missouri. And I think last year's winner was I married my favorite fruitcake.
Because nobody eats it.
But they've gotten thousands of entries again. So we've got a number of contests and promotions like that going on too for the holidays.
Cindy Dale from CompuServe, thank you. Nancy Tamosaitis from Cyberspace, columnist, thank you, from ComputerLife Magazine. We want to give you some email addresses for Santa Claus, so get a pen there. We'll put these back up in just a minute. Nancy, what are some of these services all about? Just
well, the first one's from America Online, which we saw with the shopping service, and they're an all-American.
Will people get answers?
Oh yes,
Okay,
with all these
these
things,
get answers.
absolutely you get answers. I actually tried writing to all of them, and I received replies the next day.
Great. We want to hear from you too here at CBS News Up to the Minute. Our internet address is mail@uttm.com, and if you send us letters there, we can send you information on websites if you'd like to hear more about that. More news coming up right after a break. This is CBS News Up to the Minute.